I met Brad Pitt 3 times before I even knew who he was. A story of a great synchronicity. Many years ago, when I was living in Malta, life was very simple. I was working, and my wife was a store manager at McDonald's. We had no idea that something was beginning there, something I would later understand as a beautiful life synchronicity. One day, during the filming of the movie Troy, a car stopped in front of McDonald's. They asked the store manager to prepare an ice cream for someone from the production. She made it, handed it to the driver, and only afterward learned that Brad Pitt was sitting inside the car. She smiled and shrugged, just a funny moment of the day. Years passed. I traveled to Las Vegas for a world championship, and one evening I found myself at the Stratosphere Hotel. There was a celebration, security everywhere, bright lights. I had a new camera, so I decided to take a closer look, and here's the best part. At that time, I barely knew any movie stars. When security saw my camera, they naturally let me in. They assumed I was the official photographer, and I believed it too. Brad Pitt was there. Angelina, presidents, singers, everyone. I laughed, took photos, and they posed for me. Only later did I discover the truth. They weren't the real celebrities, but the world's best professional lookalikes, award-winning doubles. The funny part was that I told everyone I had met all these global stars. Later in Las Vegas at Madame Tussauds, I took photos with the wax figures of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. At the time, it felt like harmless fun, not realizing it was another symbolic step towards something real. More years passed. I moved to London and became part of a major Netflix production, War Machine. The moment I arrived on set, I realized the lead actor was Brad Pitt. And this time, it wasn't a double, it wasn't a wax figure, it wasn't an ice cream coincidence, it was him. For 3 weeks, we were in the same room during shared scenes. As extras, we weren't allowed to speak to the main actors, so I never talked to him directly. But he was there, every day, just a meter away from me. During the shoot, Angelina Jolie regularly visited Brad Pitt on set. I saw her arrive, saw them together. No photos, no spectacle. Just quietly witnessing moments that once felt impossible to me. Once a friend asked if I talked to him. To soften the answer, I said, well, at least I say good morning, sir, every morning. The truth was, at that time, I said nothing. I was simply present. But life has a sense of humor. On the last shooting day, the director came to me and said, Mikey, when the main character enters the room, it's 4 a.m. in the film. Your line is, good morning, sir. And I smiled. Because the sentence I once made up came true and became a real line in the movie. That's when I understood life had been showing me symbols, previews, and mirrors for years. Ice cream, lookalikes, a wax figure, until the real version finally arrived. And it showed me that even the most unreachable people and places can become part of your story when your energy is open to it.